I'm reading the allegations. You mentioned the hot water tank. It should say leaking instead of linking. No smoke detectors, a hole in the floor to the basement, and no running water. That's what you allege, Mr. Edwards. This is about non-payment of rent for 4 months. The only complaint you filed concerns damage to the property. I don't see anything else. They also filed a complaint for past due rent for a bench trial. Mr. Edwards, we'll set this for a bench trial. March 23rd at 2:30 p.m.
I'm reading the allegations. You saying hot water tank. I guess I'm supposed to say leaking instead of linking. No smoke detectors. Hole. There's a hole in the floor going to the basement. No running water. That's what you allege in the complaint, Mr. Edwards.
That's in non-payment for rent for 4 months.
The only complaint you filed was
Okay.
complaining with damage, health, and hazard to property. I don't see nothing else.
Okay.
You'll file another type of complaint. To file a complaint for past due rent. For bench trial. Mr. Edwards, we're gonna set this for bench trial, okay?
Yes. Okay. Bench trial.
March 23rd
Your
at
Honor,
2:30 p.m. Yes.
excuse me for interrupting. Um, I am, I don't understand honestly why I'm here. Mr. Edwards asked me on December 30th to vacate his home, and I have been actively trying to do so since then. I, I have messages showing that because of this pending hearing, it is holding me up from leaving the home, trying to work it out with Mr. Edwards so that I can vacate his home. Yet he has been ignoring me, and I can't leave the home because every time my name is ran, it sees this pending hearing. I have been trying to leave since January 1st.
Right.
So
Mr. Edwards, is
prolonging,
she free to leave? I'm sorry. We can adjourn. We asked
yeah,
for the bench trial and give her. Can she leave in a week or two, Mr. Edwards?
I would prefer that happen, Your Honor, because um, I owe back taxes on that property. And March 31st, well, April 1st, foreclosed on multiple properties for non-payment of rent. Not just her. I have 3, 4 more tenants that haven't been paying rent. So I'm trying to get these properties empty because I do have investors that want to purchase these properties where I'm able to pay my taxes that's behind. Prolonging this case is not doing me no good because if they foreclose April 1st, I lose all the properties.
So, Mr. Edwards, if she want to leave, then I can give her a week to leave.
Please.
well, Your Honor,
Excuse me for interrupting. I don't understand why I'm here. Mr. Edwards asked me on December 30th to vacate, and I've been trying to leave since then. Messages show that this pending hearing is holding me up. I've been trying to coordinate with Mr. Edwards to vacate, but he's been ignoring me. I can't leave because my name shows this case pending. I've been attempting to leave since January 1st.
But then you don't. Then there will be no eviction on her record. If she wants to voluntarily leave, and you just want
I
possession,
don't want
then
to. I don't want the eviction on a record. I just want the property to be um, empty because the investors don't want to purchase the property with somebody living in there. They say they have to be totally empty, and they will purchase them, and it'll get me out the hole as far as me paying my taxes.
understood.
if I could say something before you make your ruling, Your Honor,
Yes,
because again, I've been trying to leave and work this out. I don't know anything about the non-payment of rent. That's why it wasn't filed that way. The
it
things
wasn't filed.
the things that are filed is maintenance things that should have been done with the house that are not in my hands. I'm being asked to leave because, like he said, he would like to sell his property. I have been trying to leave since then. Now, I want to leave, and it is voluntarily because he asked me, and there's no fight. Yet, I do think it would be unfair to give me only a week when I have been trying to leave for almost 2 months and asking Mr. Edwards to please, let's dismiss this so I can leave. So now I have to file applications, get the approval, and now leave, now that this is going to be dismissed. So I think a week is not giving me time. If he would have dismissed this prior to this hearing, I could have had an approval and been gone.
How long does the approval take?
It depends on the company. So again, I put in the application, I'm thinking maybe 48 to 7 days, but I'm not the rental companies and management companies.
You said 48 to 72, or you mean hours?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You said 48 to 72 days. Do you mean
No,
days or
I
hours?
meant 48 hours to 7 days and business days. And again, I'm not the management company, so I don't know. But again, every time my name is ran, is seeing this pending case. And I have been trying since January to get Mr. Edwards to drop.
We can adjourn. Can she leave in a week or two, Mr. Edwards? I'd prefer that, Your Honor, because I owe back taxes and multiple properties may be foreclosed if tenants don't pay. I have investors ready to purchase the properties if they're empty. Prolonging this case isn't helping me. Foreclosure is April 1st. If she wants to leave, I can give her a week. I don't want an eviction on her record, just the property empty for sale.
This because it's not about money. He just wants his property vacated and allow me a reasonable time to vacate. Me being asked to leave has nothing to do with me doing anything wrong, is what I'm saying. So I should fairly be give the time to do so.
So, Mr. Edwards, is 30 days too much? I mean, it's not April, well. So here's
Yes,
the
30
deal.
days.
So here's the deal. Trying to make this as fair as possible. What could happen is it'd be a consent judgment to possession, and that Miss Smith is given 30 days to leave. If she doesn't, it can be immediate eviction given. You know, you can come in, get an eviction, and then we'll sign it and give it to you in emergency eviction. And that way she can be put out. You know, I don't think it'll go that far. Miss Smith sounds like she wants to leave and you're giving her the okay to leave. But I don't want to dismiss the case. And when something goes wrong, you don't have any protection, Mr. Edwards, right? So, I mean.
Your Honor, 30 days put me in a small window as far as foreclosing April 1st. If you go 30 days from today, I can't save my properties if she's still in there. If I got investors that want to close and want to purchase, the closing take a little time.
Oh, I understand, brother.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
So if she's willing to leave in 10 days, it give me more leeway far as the figure out what I need to do far as to save my properties. If my properties get foreclosed, I lose out and she still gotta go.
I asked in January.
So it's unfair to an owner.
February.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. This is where, you know, the judge sometimes get a bad, you know, like you ask him for, you need 30 days. He like, I need immediately. So we can do 2 weeks.
That's fair for me.
2 weeks. You know, that gives Mr. Edwards his, you know, he gives you time, Ms. Smith, to do what you need to, but you can't delay. You gotta move, Ms. Smith. So
I've been trying to delay.
Your Honor, I've been trying to leave voluntarily. I don't know about the non-payment of rent. The filed issues are maintenance concerns. I've been trying to leave since December because Mr. Edwards wants to sell. Giving me only a week is unfair. I've been asking for almost 2 months. I need time to file applications and get approvals to vacate. 1 week isn't enough, and if the case had been dismissed earlier, I could have left already.
Been trying to do the opposite and move as fast as I can.
no, I'm saying not delay as far as, I'm just saying like, you know, you gotta start this process tomorrow if it takes 48 hours to 7 business days, as you stated. So, I mean, we can adjourn for 2 weeks. and see where you're at. That takes us to March 9th. Now, there's two options. We can do a consent judgment to where, Ms. Smith has to be out on or before March 9th. If she isn't out by that date, you can file an application order of eviction, Mr. Edwards. And then Ms. Smith, that will close this case out conditionally upon you leaving. And if you don't, like I said, Mr. Edwards can come back and get that application, because you're saying this case is showing pending. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to a closed status, so that way your application can go through, but yet give Mr. Edwards an option, if you don't meet your end of the bargain, to still have his, his ability to legally evict you.
Your Honor, I understand all of that. Again, this hasn't been the case. I have just been asking, this has been unnecessary. I was asked to vacate December 30th, and I have been trying to do so since then. The only reason that we are in court today is because Mr. Edwards came into the home 10 days after asking me and tried to illegally evict me, and the officers came and made him come to the courts and do it properly. All I have been asking since day one is appropriate time to get my kids and leave in suitable housing. I do not agree that 2 weeks is enough time, but I will work as fast as I can to do so.
So I can't do 30 days. I cannot.
I understand.
2 days.
I
So,
would have had 30 days.
hold on. With 21 days worth, with an extra, Mr. Edwards, are you dying if I give her an extra week?
Your Honor, that's put me in the window. If I ask her to move March 31st, we're in February, finna be
Not March 31st.
March.
No, it'll be, I'm giving her till March.
Your Honor, I'm just asking if I told her March, she just said, she stated that I asked her December 31st. That's 2 months.
How long does the approval take? It depends on the company, maybe 48 hours to 7 business days. Each time my name is shown as pending, I can move forward. I'm being asked to leave through no fault of my own, and I deserve reasonable time. Mr. Edwards asks if 30 days is too much. No, it's reasonable. A fair legal compromise could be a consent judgment giving 30 days to leave. After that, eviction could be immediate if necessary.
I have to come back in 2 weeks from now and file more paperwork. There's still more time that the court's got to schedule another court date. It's prolonging the situation.
If I showed the courts the messages that were sent to Mr. Edwards, I have tried to discuss.
Okay, I'm past that point. I'm so past that point. I'm trying to bring this to a land. So, look, I know Mr. Edwards not gonna be happy, but it's gonna be a consent judgment for you to be out by March 21st, Miss Smith. You're not out March 21st, but March 22nd, you can come and apply for application order of eviction. I will flag this case so that Mr. Edwards can get his property back. So I've given you, it's 21 days, Miss Smith. I can't give you 30. I cannot.
That sounds like
I gotta be fair to both sides. I understand.
Your Honor, that's not fair to me, because if I got 10 days to pay my taxes before I lose my property, these properties are for my kids, which is her nieces and nephew.
That I take care of.
So what I'm saying is 10 days is not enough time for me to close on a house, to pay the taxes, and this has been going on since December 31st. So you had 2 months plus to move.
When this case is dismissed or off of my record, as I stated in the text message to Mr. Edwards again in January as well.
The judge proposes a fair solution. Miss Smith gets 30 days to vacate. If she doesn't, immediate eviction is allowed. Mr. Edwards is concerned about foreclosure and wants flexibility if she leaves sooner. If she leaves in 10 days, it gives him more time to manage his properties. If foreclosure occurs while she's still there, he loses his properties. He stresses that 10 days isn't enough for him to finalize sales and pay back taxes.
Well, it's February. I can leave the home. The only reason I have not left the home is because my name is pending this eviction case. When it's lifted, as of today, I can fill out applications again. The people are waiting for me, and it should not take 21 days to leave. I
Exactly.
just
So, Your Honor, again, if she's willing to
giving me
leave in the next
grace.
7 to 10 days,
sound
we
like-
can dismiss this case. We
I'm
can.
willing to, but he's
You want
giving
to
me.
dismiss Mr. Edwards? Hold on one second. You want to dismiss Mr. Edwards?
I'm saying if she's willing to leave, I want to resolve this today if we can. Anyway, I don't want to put her in a bad situation, but I don't want to put myself in a small window because I can't tell the people at the 1200 that I need longer than April 1st. They take your properties. They're not trying to hear that.
With my name clear, I can fill out the applications and get them going and get the approval as fast as the management companies will give it to me. As soon as I get the
Hold on
approval,
one second.
I'll leave.
One second. So you moving to dismiss Mr. Edwards? What are you doing?
I just want to give myself enough time to resolve this matter to save my property. If I got to come back in and fill out more paperwork for another court date, it takes me past the foreclosure date.
Well, the application of order of eviction is not another court date. It's a judge that's signing off on the paperwork, and then you getting a bailiff to go take care of it. So there's no, unless she files something to stay that proceeding or stop the eviction, there's no other court date. You just come in, do the application, and say, it's an emergency.
The judge confirms the plan. Ms. Smith has 21 days to vacate by March 21st. If she doesn't, Mr. Edwards can file for an emergency eviction. Ms. Smith agrees to cooperate and move as quickly as possible. Mr. Edwards reiterates the urgency due to foreclosure. Both sides understand the terms. No further delays. Applications must be submitted promptly, and Ms. Smith will leave the property while protecting her record.
You see, I sign on, and you got to get a bailiff to take care of it.
I feel like one more last thing, Your Honor, and I'm done with the whole situation. I feel like we all feel like 30 days is too much and 7 days is too less. So if we meet in the middle at 14 days, which will be March 9th, it gives me the time that I need to save my property. And she had this notice since December 31st. The last court date, if she would have told the judge that she wanted to dead this whole situation, we wouldn't be in court today. I'm not against that. I'm just trying to save my property. That's all I care about.
I have to say that again.
All right, so let's do this. So March 9th. Let's do March. Let's do like March 11th or 12th. So
March 11th, my birthday. So we had to come back to court.
Your Honor.
Say that again.
It's like.
Hold on a second. Let me go off. Let's go off record with this. Let's go off record. This is gonna be. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room.
The final court orders set a 90-day probation for a separate case involving a tenant and cat violations. The tenant agrees to conditions, recertifies with management, and understands that violations could result in reinstatement or eviction. All paperwork is signed, and the court confirms conditional dismissals. Ms. Smith and Mr. Edwards' case is resolved with clear timelines, protections, and responsibilities for both parties, ensuring fairness and compliance.